Hello everybody, I'm Derpalypse here. We are back at Limbus Company. We're not doing anything special, although I got Don Quixote now on my main screen. I finally figured out how to get this changed to like actual people now. So I had this one here for the longest fucking time, right? And I never realized I could just change it like this because it kept switching back to Ishmael. But now we got Don, and Don, I need you to be quiet. I know. Be quiet, Don. I'm trying to speak here. But now that I got Don fixed, we're getting ready for her Canto, which is probably going to be in like 5 months. Quite a long time from now. And we also got a bunch of these Dante notes that we haven't gotten from yet. And I think these ones are going to have a little bit something extra in them. Because obviously we learned a lot of information about the ring. Well, not a lot of information. We know who the ring is now. Their goals. Sirius will probably tell us information to Dante. We learned a little bit more about Corp and there's peoples. And you can tell us more about that. And then we can finally get Carbon from Heathcliff. Unless Heathcliff does not talk about it and it's not in these notes. Well, before that, I just want to say, we actually did. We got past out 100 subscribers. Like, I keep forgetting that you speak that you speak very loud. I gotta turn on the settings a little bit. But actually, no, I don't know. But we actually made it to 100 subscribers recently. I think it was about 2 weeks ago. I haven't been able to make a video yet about it, and I'm planning on making one. I'll make one. Originally I was gonna make a video about Virgilius being a fraud. And Canto 6 really said no, he's not a fraud, and I'm like, okay. But someone in the comments told me that he just fought some random jobbers, so basically he's still a fraud. So he might still be. We'll see in that video. And yeah, it's just been crazy this these past 2 weeks, because like a lot of people are coming in now, and that's pretty big. So like, thank y'all. But let's get into the actual Dante news here. And this might be a whole bunch of nothing, some random bullshit that you don't care about. They do update this every few weeks. It's usually before Canto starts and when it ends too. So I'm hoping that we'll actually get some good information. Let's see here. So we got Limbus Company. Okay, let's see what we got. Mephi. Oh, we're learning more about Mephi? Okay, so record suits of the bus really transformed to a... But wait a minute. We already seen this. Wait, already seen this records. Wait, we got first. Yeah, I already read this, didn't I? Okay, there we go. My bad. You're the drop down there. Okay, so we're Faction Railway 3. Let's see what this is about. And we got 2 and 1 that I haven't seen yet. So I'll do the first one first. A railroad is glowing with orange lights. It says line 3 inside, just as I predicted, where each new railway seems to come with a different color. I'm sure the next one will be different too. The subway train followed a circular track and it stopped by every station it passed by. There are rest stations along the way, so it wasn't as bad as the one we suffered the last time. Yep, I agree. True, Dante. I'll never get back that time. By the way, about that railway. Let's see here. I've actually got a 98 turns. Even though it was after the turn count, but still, it's still worth saying. To me, at least, it matched to me. But let's go back down to Mephi. Let's see this Railway 3. And again, we found some abnormalities we've never seen before. If it was really as Faust said, if the subway trains are really stopping by the world of the abnormalities, maybe we could go even further. And what is that even supposed to mean? I don't know what that means. Let's go to the second one, see if that expand upon that more. Going through the mirror dungeon seems kind of feels like we're wading through an extract ocean of a world. But the refraction railways have more detailed appearance, kind of like the corridor of sorts. So many unknowns. Who built the stations? Who put those worlds in the lost and founds? And where's this subway train that that looks a bit like Mephistopheles coming from? How did he even get to a place with the subway tracks? It's easy, Dante. It's the devil that Faust made a deal with. We don't know anything about that. I know that's the little thing for her book. That Faust sold their soul. I believe was it the same soul they love actually? I don't remember, but it was do something like to get information. It might be a different character I'm thinking about that sold like their soul the same person they love via necromancy or something like that. But yeah, so we'll find out about that later. I have no information about that, but now we got the action uses division, the LCC and the LCD. This is probably from the 5.5 stuff, but I never read it, so I'm gonna get to see what they're all about. Records 1, 2, and 3. I already read 1, so I guess I have to read 2 now. The LCCA, the active team, doesn't seem to think so highly of me and the Sinners. They look down on pretty much the entirety of LCB. They probably think that the company's giving us special treatment or something. They think we have it easy? Maybe they should try dying over and over and over again. True, Dante, true. Talk your shit. If they really think we're a bunch of spoiled babies, or feel the pain of pain of death again and again and again with no end. True. Fuck Cayman. We don't like Cayman. All my homies say Cayman. I don't remember if Cayman was in Distortion Detective. I don't think so. I think they're an entirely different character, but I am planning on going to read through Distortion Detective and Leviathan again. But I'll actually have like on chapter basis. Have people follow along, I guess, with that journey. So that'll be fun. That'll happen later. I also think it's still for Reverse 1999. I still have to get caught up with Reverse 1999. I'm still not caught up at all. So there's also that. I'll figure it out later. But oh yeah, Sade's alive. Now this correction I'm happy to make. It sounds like she healed up nicely after what happened and got promoted to manager. I know that happened. That what happened between that. I know that what happened that had been weighing down heavily on Sinclair's mind. Hopefully, this will put Sinclair's heart at ease, and even for a little bit. Number 14, like Sade and Pilot, had at least worked alongside us, but that one from the LCCA came and treated us in the LCCB like we were beneath them. I felt pretty awful at that. I don't feel bad about Dante. Don't feel bad. Fuck Cayman. We don't like her. She better not show up at 6.5. We're gonna throw hands if we do Project Moon. And so we got the LCD, we got the weird people here. Or Limbus Company Distortion. It looks like they're the department that specializes in dealing with distortions. This department was made to expand Limbus Company's business within the city. And a play from the LCD called Ezra actively helped us during the Monolith retrieval operation. I imagine she's what Don Quixote would be like if her personality was a bit more mature. Damn, throwing the shade at Don Quixote already. Okay, Dante. But yeah, she is from Distortion Detective. I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember her, so you fun going back and seeing what she's did. But yeah, Limbus Company is like expanding their businesses. You got bunch of these departments. I have said this like in 5.5, I think, too. But it really seems like they're driving for the actual L Corp spot. They're trying to be the new wing of that part of the city. The district, what's L? A give me a minute. Yeah. GHIJK, like District 15 or 16 is L. They're trying to take over District 16. That is probably the main goal of Limbus Company, is to become a corporation. Why? We don't really know why. It's probably I think it'll be more of a reason than just making money. But whoever is in charge of the the Limbus Company itself is also mysterious, because they knew a bunch of this information about Lobotomy Corporation, and quite a bit about Library of Ruina stuff too. Because like, there's no such thing as coincidence. Like, there's a reason why the fucking Walpurgis Knights link back to Library of Ruina and to certain characters from Library of Ruina. There's a reason. It is connected more than just being related to the Lobotomy Corporation. There's like a hidden reason that I have no clue about. But if the person in charge of the library of Ruina, I mean, I keep there's 3 games now. Give you this, like of Limbus Company could be I again. He just got kicked out the light somehow, and then he made Limbus Company. But in Leviathan, there are some weird shady people that look like sweepers that just show in front of Virgilius. I have to go back and remember the entire context. I do not remember like the entire back half of that because it cut up off the pictures. You know, I'm illiterate. I don't like reading. I don't like reading. Say as you solve that Heathcliff fight, like I absolutely flutterized. So I kind of just turned my brain off for half the part when it turned into words most of the time. It turned into an actual light novel. But this time I'll actually read it fully this time, both Leviathan and Distortion Detective. But we'll see later in the future, I guess. There might be more some information on Leviathan and Distortion Detective. We'll just have to see. But now we got S Corp. Workers 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure. Located in the District 19's nest. Looks like they got a king. And this king, whatever it means, has retainers. So they have a daimyo or a shogun, some Japanese thing is S Corp with Kim, and I don't really know the whole business with that. I kind of just let that information slip past. But yeah, it's like a little bit of Japanese. A lot of Japanese culture is within S Corp. So let's continue on. Okay, according to some brief explanations, it seems to be a form of governance. Kind of like the nest and the wings, but not exactly like the same. Oh wait a minute, it's not a part of the actual... Oh no, it is S Corp. I'm just dumb. But it's not exactly the same. Don Quixote's eyes were practically twinkling as she listened. So I'm pretty sure it's far from a standard governance system. It's really settling in that each nest has a different culture and a way of running things. I still have no idea what kind of singularity they're supporting with their nest. And the Yi Seng is from S Corp. We learned that. I was told that S Corp deals with much of the agriculture and the livestock industry. Okay, that's what I wanted to know for a long time. Is where do they get all these animals from? Back from A Corp? Like where the fuck do they come from? And I think it's just my idea of what the city is. Like from my interpretation, like the city is like dystopian city. There's really nothing like there's no trees in there. There's no cold. There's no like actual nature. But Water Guys proved that wrong. There is nature, and I'm assuming the city is actually way bigger than I'm actually understanding how big it is. It might be like a very big island. No, I think it'd be the size of it's probably what would be helpful for you guys over in Europe or people not inside the US. But I think the city would be around the same size as Connecticut, the state. Yeah, I think it would be the same size as Connecticut. So, and I think that's why we have all these plants and stuff here. But let's continue back onto this. The Blade Lineage member we recently ran into were also from S Corp. From the sound of it, they left the nest for a reason similar to Yi Seng, internal issues and the tyranny of the corrupt. The things seem incredibly chaotic at S Corp. Hopefully that's not what we're heading to next. I don't believe we're heading to S Corp next. I'm pretty sure we're heading over to... Let's see where... Let me go to Drive. Look at this map real quick. S Corp, let's see. Okay, I cannot read, by the way. I cannot read. I wish the map would show up in the city like this. Hold on, I'll pull up the map right here. I'll pull up the map so you guys can see it, so I can see it. Limbus Company map. Well, I still haven't gotten it yet, so I don't really know. Okay, zoom in. So, oh shit, okay, I cannot, yeah, I just can't read. Yeah, I can't read. Okay, so according to this map, S Corp is next. Because we're at T Corp, right? I thought we were going to W Corp, actually. I thought we were going to W Corp, but since we're at T Corp, we're going to be heading over to S Corp. And if we're going to S Corp, we're going to be heading over to R Corp, actually. Yeah, because we went to J's Nest, right? T. Yeah, so I'm back in game now. So this is S Corp. And this will be R. Oh shit, that's going to be pretty fun. That's actually going to be pretty fun. This Canto. Who's the next center? Who's the next center that gets introduced? I gotta remember. Centers by intern. I think it's Ryoshu, right? I don't remember. I think it is Ryoshu. I gotta remember. I don't remember. I'll look at it. Maybe Reddit. Save me Reddit. It is gonna be Honglu. It'll be Honglu then Ryoshu. Okay, yeah. So our Corp. Assuming we are going to our Corp after that, we might just go straight over here. But so far, we really have been going through like one block. So I'm pretty sure we're going to our Corp next after that. So this will be Honglu's chapter. I'm a little bit excited for that because it is our Corp. We might get to see some familiar faces, and I just had a brain tumor, didn't know where I was going. So let me go back up to that nest visual escort thing. Yes, so S Corp is gonna be a pretty interesting if it is gonna be a little bit like corrupt societies torpor deal in Japan. Well, let's go to the city's technologies. Okay, just turn this up here. Combat capability 1 and 2. I don't have any of this. I don't know when this happened. There seems to be more than one way to get stronger in the city. Prosthetics and augmentation procedures, or for example, but we already know just from library, but I'll continue anyway. But a physically strong body isn't all there is to being powerful. Combat experience and technique matters too. Fixer offices, associations, and syndicates. They each have their unique way of fighting, which sometimes evolves into swordplay styles, martial arts styles, dojos, and things like that. Martial arts styles are the go-to way, by the way. We all do hand-to-hand combat. Heathcliff tells me that an untrained, inexperienced body enhanced by surgeries just turns into a slightly sturdier punching bag. Oh, I wonder who he's referring to there. Maybe a little bit of a little bit of a guy that wants his violin. Ryoshu chimed in to add that the type of procedure and the choice of weapons and style of martial arts matter too. I overheard some identities with a lot of combat experience chatting, and that they were saying that investing money in your body will take you only so far. Sure, it can make your body sturdier if it's stronger, but you need the right experience and training to actually use that body. But Ruina clarified to me that while more money doesn't automatically mean more power, we should be ready to shell out for cash if we do want to get stronger. Yeah, that's what I like to expect. I bet Ryoshu was like, I studied the hands, you studied the tattoos while I studied the hands. In her Louis Association thing. Okay, the Monolith. Okay, there you go. This is some actually good information. The Outskirts, let me see. Distortions is probably Heathcliff, but let's go to the Monolith first. We got 1 and 2 records. Okay. A black stele that forces people to distort. I think Limbus Company internally calls it the Monolith. I think it does something similar to the Golden Bows, causing or amplifying distortions, but unlike the Golden Bows, it seems that's all it's good for. I've been around enough Golden Bows to know that the Monolith and the Golden Bows are different, despite some similarities. Okay, I want some more. I want more information. Dante, please, let this be a good one. The Golden Bow amplifies and releases every feeling, from the hottest emotions to the warmest emotions. But the Monolith makes it where people face what was boiling deepest in the abyss of oneself. Unlike the Golden Bow, though, it seems to have some mechanism to it, like a device of some sort. The control mechanism alone was so complicated that whatever interaction I did with it felt like I was navigating through a maze puzzle. Okay, I want to get something. I want to say something about this, about the monolith, because this is like all the information we got for it. So it is an object that is activated, and when you activate it, it makes people go nuts and crazy and distort. Right? It goes for like the big emotions, kind of like what Carmen does by herself, but it's just like I guess a weaker version of her. And back in that 5.20th chapter, we saw Kim distort, but he really didn't change that much. He literally just got like some shadow energy, and he was like a little bit more monstrous, but he didn't really change forms in some capacity. Angdu, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure was affected by Carmen directly, because she was talking to someone, which is obviously going to be Carmen, but he was able to get knocked out by Mursal, which I don't know how Mursal can knock him out, but he couldn't knock out Hinley in the other part. Maybe it was just the monolith Angdu was talking to, or maybe the monolith itself has like Carmen in it, and it's just like a weaker version. So, yeah, and I also believe that the monolith can bring out egos, probably, because if they're going for the same process that you regularly do when you go distort, then you should be able to just awaken ego, right? Oh, I don't have any more information about that, but I'm pretty sure you can. Unless we get more information saying that's not the case. And now we got information about the Outskirts. This is also from the Christmas special, I'm assuming. We got 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, this is a long time ago. I don't think I read this. Looking at the map, there is a zone outside the area called the Outskirts. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, we already got for that. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we already know that. So let's see what 2 is. Thanks to Heathcliff and Don Quixote, I recently and involuntarily came to learn that there are things in the Outskirts, human villages, but at that. I don't remember when it was, but I remember hearing that there are monsters in the Outskirts that are separate from abnormalities or distortions. It seems like they're just as bad as intent on killing humans now. Genomes and giants, intelligent non-human beings. They were definitely different from the abnormalities. We only stopped by the factory in the Outskirts, so I don't really have a grasp on what the rest of the Outskirts really is like, other than the Great Lake is a part of it. But if they had a whole factory all the way out there, I guess I shouldn't even know what to expect from a place like that. Sinclair did say that, like Damien said, it might be a nicer place than we think. Ishmael initially rebutted that no place, no matter how beautiful or rich, can be described as nice if it's filled and brimmed with things that are full of nothing but hatred for humans. That is true. And the Outlands is not as empty as I thought it would be. I know there are people out in the Outskirts too, because with all the stuff with Lobotomy Corporation, with before Lobotomy Corporation was a thing, Carmen and Ein went there and got their own little like space to do research, and there were people out there. So like there are, because what's her name? Enoch, and I forgot Isabella. I don't know her name. I don't know Tipref's real name. But I know Enoch. Enoch was the brother, and then Tipref, I'm just calling her Tipref because I don't know her real name, was a little sister. They are 2 kids wandering the Outskirts that somehow survived for a very long period of time. So you can survive out there relatively safely in the Outskirts as a kid, because Enoch and Tipref were able to do it. So my new understanding of the Outskirts is basically like destroyed cities everywhere. There's like a bunch of destroyed cities, and that's where people just hide out a bunch of times. And it's not just like empty wasteland like I initially thought. Because in the Library of Ruina, where you get there's a lot of spoilers in this video. I might put the spoiler tag like up at the top for Library Ruina and Library Corporation, just because of that. Because I am talking a lot about stuff in those games. But in Library of Ruina, when you beat the game, you get yeeted out to the Outskirts, and for what we see, the Outskirts is just like a bunch of just like a desert area. Like nothing's there. Nothing, not the abnormality. Nothing's there. Like there's nothing there. There is a rank, something. There is a little ring. I'll post a picture, but there's like a little ring in like the bottom right corner of the screen. It shows up on it when you go up the game tube after you beat it. I have no clue what that is. I'm pretty sure that is the city, or it could be something else. But I'm pretty sure that is the city. But yeah, but the rest of the entire world is like a desert. At least the part that Angela is a part of with the library. Okay, but let's go on. So that was it. And now we actually got Distortions. Peccatula, Stage 2 Peccatula. We don't... Hey, Cliff. What the fuck, you, Cliff? Oh, wait. Distortions. We actually got this here. Records 1. A phenomenon, it triggers a person. Wait, don't you know this information? I'll let you know. No, we don't. We might as well talk about it anyway, because, you know. A phenomenon in which a predator turns into a monstrous form after a certain trigger. Somehow we ended up facing several distorted people throughout our journey. And I found a thorough line that connects them all together. I think people distort when they're pushed to the brink of emotional breakdown. One question though, for what I see from the city, I'm pretty sure there is literally countless of people out there who are pushed to emotional extreme. So why are we seeing more distortions? Maybe there's a secondary trigger, a secondary condition other than being pushed to one's emotional limit. Yes. My brain functions. Before I say what the second emotional trigger is, I'm just going to see if it says it here. The higher ups of Limbus Company have so far categorized distortions by the same risk level they grade abnormalities with, but with this new announcement of the abnormality risk level adjustment and the overhauls, they decided to classify the distortions with a different system. It looks like they determined the fact that the distortions can be permanently killed as the biggest factor. English is failing, guys. I'm sorry. The differential between distortions and abnormalities. Thinking back on it, abnormalities always revert to an egg-like shape whenever we defeat them. So it does not say anything about the second trigger. So the second trigger, as we learned in Library of Ruina, is that that person has to be pursuing a goal that they themselves 100% full-heartedly believe and want to achieve. And so when that happens and they're not able to actually be able to get that, they distort and they fail. They fail themselves and they just give up and just accept what they are as a person instead of trying to go past it. We don't have anything about ego, so I'm not gonna say anything about the ego part yet. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything about egos. Next chapter, Don Quixote is getting a horse ego. We do know that for a fact. She's gonna manifest an ego, and you'll probably get some information about that later. But the Peccatula is now next. We got Records 1 and 2. I've not read this information. They give off a similar energy to the distortions, but these entities lack the much identified characteristics between them, at least between the same types. We've confirmed 6 types of Peccatula so far. Yiseng says that they're even closer to beasts than the distortions are. Yiseng says that when comparing the Peccatula to the distortions with the samples we have captured so far, the Peccatula showed much higher levels of aggressiveness and antagonism than the distortions did, because the distortions are real people, and it's like, alright, like Heathcliff when he distorted, he just looked at us. He wasn't actually attacking us until we actually went after him. So people with distortions do actually know how to think, as long as we don't get in their way. I just remember Library Room Distortions. I just remember those people. the entire ensemble, and then you got Yan, the GOAT. But let's just continue on again. I'm not sure if it's next to the golden bow in my head, but I can somehow tell abnormalities and distortions apart, just by the feeling that they give off. Just like how abnormalities and distortions are oddly similar yet different from each other, the Peccatula appear to be oddly similar yet different from distortions. Sinclair heard me and mused if they feel similar yet different, then maybe they both come from the same source, and failed to become a distortion. And what failed to become a distortion becomes one of Peccatula. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So those fail to become distortions, become Peccatula. That seems to be most likely the guess, unless anything new crops up. Risk level assessments and serial numbers for each particular are also getting reworked. Probably thanks to those new Peccatula we saw at Young Jin's building. Faust added that the encounter with new entities and the need for the company to categorize abnormalities and distortions in particular separately was brought onto an overhaul of the company's categorization system. Yeah, that's pretty much all I was thinking. So, the Peccatula are in Leviathan, I'm pretty sure. I didn't understand it at first. I didn't read it. Like when I read it, and people were in those little pod things. To me, it looked like they just shattered. They just glass shattered. That's what it looked like to me. And I didn't really look into it that much after that. But it seems like those people turned into the monsters from their emotions, and the ring somehow managed to do the hippity hoppity. Your emotions are now my property, and use their emotions to actually make them to the Peccatula. I don't know how that works. I'm just gonna move on because I don't understand. Now let's go to the stage 2 Peccatula. Let's see. We encountered an entity so far that seems to be more mature of the version of the Peccatula that we have encountered so far. It sounds like the higher-ups of the Limbus Company are trying to categorize them by something like stages. It can't be a coincidence that after so many encounters, these Peccatula we've only run to a stage 2 Peccatula so far. The sinners have really grown stronger throughout our bus journey, but the Peccatula have also grown powerful. I've been thinking I've been coming up to the conclusion that maybe these new type of Peccatula are showing up because of the golden bows. This is probably has something to do with the fact that the collecting the golden bows powers up our identities too. If we continue to collect the golden bows, the types of Peccatula will grow as well. The golden bows sinners in the Peccatula and the golden bow in my head too. I'm sure they're all connected to me in some way. There's no other way to look at this. And like, So yeah, so the golden bows that they are collecting at Limbus Company, the ones that we gotten so far, they are actually making Dante stronger. And I believe it's because the golden bow directly tied to his head. Because if you put two golden bows together, like we saw in Heathcliff's journey, in like the last part of 6, I'm rambling. I'm rambling so hard that I can't keep up with my own rambling. My own brain can't keep up with my mouth. But when that happened, they were able to erase the entire person out of existence. Literally did that with that. Technically 2 golden bows. One was to charge up. Actually, no, it wasn't. One was to charge up and turn Catherine, or get Catherine ready to become the other Catherine somehow. And then the second golden bow was supposed to get that Catherine into our world. Don't really know how the power consumption works on that. But one golden bow by itself entirely was used to erase an entire person's existence out of the multiverse of the Project Moon games, which might not seem like a lot because it's just one person. But you also gotta take into account that one person over an infinite amount of spaces was erased. was erased, and like infinite amount of possibilities was erased. Now that's a lot of people. That it was just one golden bow is equivalent to erasing one person's existence from every single universe. So whatever they're playing with these golden bows is crazy, and I'm pretty sure they have nothing that big planned. This might come like 5 years into the future where I have the very baddest of takes. Like they're not gonna have anything of planned, but then it turns out they're planning to turn the city upside down, literally make the city go upside down, up in the sky, or some random bullshit like that with the golden bow. But just some inconceivable thing that I can't say, but that was all the notes that we have for, and I don't think we did that much time going through these. Let's see, I believe I had, yes, it's been 35 minutes, so not that long, and yeah, so that was pretty fun. I think I'll make this like a little series that we do later. I don't know if I have another video where I go through the actual abnormalities and stuff that we talk about in this like Dante's notes thing, but this will be the first part, and it's probably not gonna be updated until the next time this thing's get updated. Usually I think I'm gonna start waiting until all like the in between chapters are done, when the Canto starts and the Canto ends, and then when both little side Cantos get done, I'll make those videos. But yeah, it's been fun. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. See you later.